Before we start off at the side taper, we're going to debulk with our clipper over comb to make sure we have a good shape. Before you begin to blend, having a good silhouette and solid base is very important. I'm also going to separate the top from the sides so I don't cut any hairs I don't want to cut. Now we're going to use our Gold FX to create our first guideline, and we're going to arch it near the temple area. You always want to make sure you give yourself enough room. Now we're moving on to our shave stick and Babyliss foil shaver to remove the stubble. Now that we're done botting them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. We're then going to slightly close the lever midway and all the way closed and attack that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to our one guard all the way open and create our third guideline. We're going to use this same guard and the lever to soften up the line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that we're done with our lower guards, we can move on to our two guard all the way open and create our fourth guideline. Remember to flick out as much as possible because we are nearing the parietal ridge. Now that we're done softening up the line with the two guard and its lever, we can move on to our 1.5 guard and erase the line completely. Now we're using our clipper over comb to blend into the bulk and make the fade as smooth as possible. Before we finish off the taper, we're going to separate the hairline from the top and also the side from the top more properly, and then we're going to comb down the baby hairs that need to be finished and faded. As you can see here, I'm starting to debulk the hairline with the 1.5 guard all the way open, which is equivalent to a 2 guard closed. And now we're going to go back to the taper and finish off the side. We did this so we can have a better view of what we're cutting. Here I'm going back to my previous guards and I'm going to detail as much as possible. Here I'm making sure I go to my previous guards and I'm getting out all the guidelines and detailing I see. Moving on to his hairline, we're starting off in the middle and working our way to the sides. We're making sure to keep it as natural as possible without sacrificing any crispiness. Make sure not to go too deep in the corners and keep the vertical bars as natural as possible. There's a little spot in his hair that's sticking up, so it makes it look like this lighter or it's patched, so I'm making sure I saturate it and I lay the hair down. As you can see, the hair is nice and laid down. Here I'm using my no guard all the way open and its lever to soften up the line and remove the sideburns. Now that we're done fading the sideburns, we can move on to the back of the beard and line it up. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you made it this far into the video, leave a comment down below of my subscriber count. I'm 100% gonna reply to them. Moving on to the bottom of the beard, we're going to use our Gorda effects to make them as crispy as possible, and we're starting off in the middle, working our way to the side jawline. Now that we're done lining up his beard, we can move on to our Turkish razor and Derby Premium blade to make them as crispy as possible. But before we do that, we're going to apply some elegant shave gel so that the razor could glide better. When using the razor, you want to make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and also keep it at a 45-degree angle. This lowers the likelihood of you cutting someone. Don't forget to keep that razor at a 45-degree angle. Make sure to also apply shave gel to the eyebrows when doing them. When you're underneath the eyebrow, you want to make sure to stretch the skin as much as possible and be very light with the razor. Always make sure to go against the grain on the cheeks when your client can take it.